Says I'm live. Hi Explorers, Morgan here, documenting our travel journey towards full-time family travel. This week we decided that we would hop on and we would tell you where we're at in our journey. It's a raw thing and we thought it would be so neat to connect with you live here on YouTube. I apologize, I'm not exactly sure how this works. It's our first stream, so please feel free to let us know how things are going. When we set a date to travel full-time as a family of 4 in October, we could have never anticipated that the coronavirus was going to impact the world the way that it did. We had our hearts completely set on international travel. Chris, being a UK born, English born, and his whole entire family over there, we had high hopes of getting over there first. And it just seems like being responsible for 2 kids, let alone ourselves, it's just not the most responsible thing to do right now. We actually did look up the restrictions and what it's like to travel internationally, and it just seems a little scary to do that right now. If we were to travel, let's say, just to the UK to start off with, they have a rule in place where once you land, you must quarantine for a few weeks. It just seems all a little scary and not at all what we had originally planned or anticipated for. So we decided that we still want to see the world. We want to show the kids as much of the world as possible, but maybe instead of international travel to start off, we could start off domestically. Now, we're not exactly sure what or how we're going to do this. We've been really considering RV, camping, different ways of doing this. We don't know how comfortable we feel yet with Airbnbs or house sitting, and I would love to hear your opinion on that. There are a lot of new rules and restrictions for those Airbnbs, so it does seem like they're taking a lot of safety precautions, but still, according to the CDC, travel in general is not safe right now. So we thought that possibly RV travel, as long as we were using our own amenities in campgrounds, may be the way to go. And it's something that we are just constantly trying to figure out. We set that date in October, and we would still love to make that goal our reality, but it just might look a little bit different now. We actually did a poll on Instagram because I wanted to see what everybody else was thinking. I don't know if you're anything like us. When you get on Facebook, it seems like everything's almost over. A lot of people have gone back to semi-normal lives, and we just don't know if we're there yet. So I wanted to see what the travel community, especially our community of explorers, thought about travel in general. So we asked a couple of questions, took a couple polls, and we asked if everybody was feeling comfortable traveling domestically. And it really surprised me. 75% of the people that responded to our poll said that they were comfortable traveling domestically, which I thought was really interesting because there's still quite a few areas, quite a few states even, that have a huge rise in cases. So just wondering how comfortable that you felt. So it was really interesting seeing that 75% of people polled on our Instagram felt comfortable traveling domestically. And then we asked, would you feel comfortable traveling internationally? Like we just said, between being quarantined and odd travel restrictions, possibly getting stuck in a foreign country, trying to get home. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube do that. We're very, very cautious about this. This isn't something that we would want to do right now unless it was an emergency situation until things got better. And 100% of people said that were polled said that they would not feel comfortable traveling internationally either. So that it wasn't surprising to me, but what I did find surprising is 100% of the people polled said that they also wouldn't want to get on a flight right now. I read an article from, I think it was Business Insider last week, and it discussed that actually airplanes are not as unsafe as you may think because they have a lot of features that try to prevent illnesses from spreading to begin with. So that part's not the scary part. The part where you may come in contact and exposure would more so be the airport. So you can't do one without the other. So we also are a little hesitant to get on a flight. So obviously those are all things that we had to take in consideration when we are chasing this crazy dream of full-time family travel. So we're going to keep you posted. We'd love your feedback. We'd love to know what you think of the van life. We have no experience in this. We've been considering maybe purchasing an RV, completely renovating it, and seeing if we can find areas, not necessarily all campgrounds, because your risk and exposure goes up when you are sharing those communal bathrooms and things of that nature. But maybe if we could find more desolate areas to travel to and do it safely, just so we can still start our adventure, see as much of the United States as we can right now, and do it a little bit more cautiously and safely than we originally had thought we were going to do. So it may look a little bit different. We won't be internationally traveling, at least anytime soon. And we still want to keep you in the loop as part of our journey, because that's still the goal. We want to see as much of the world as possible. We want to do anything that we can to make the places that we visit, the world, a little bit better. We want to give our kids global perspectives, and that all hasn't changed. The only thing that's changed is possibly the way we do it and our time frame. So right now what we've been doing is we've been taking a lot of time to consider different income streams that allow us to work remotely, also passive income streams to give us a little bit more time to spend with our family, to work on our big picture goals. And we really want to share that with you too. So we would love your opinion on that. Is that something that you'd like to see us create a little bit more content on? Is that something that would help you? Are you working towards full-time family travel? This community is absolutely the best thing about this whole YouTube journey. And we would just really love to use this time as wisely as possible to uplift us all, because I think that we all deserve freedom, whatever that means. Ours is financial freedom. Ours is freedom from the norm. So whatever your goals are, I know that a lot of remote work could help in those goals. So let us know if that's some content that you would like to see, or what you would like to see more of. Would you like to see us buy an RV and completely renovate it and travel? Let us know. But we just really, really appreciate you, and thank you for sticking with us. We didn't think it was fair to continually put content out that didn't directly address the questions that we've been getting on some of our social media platforms, as far as, are we going to make our October deadline for international full-time family travel, and what is that going to look like, and do we feel confident and safe? We thought that was really important to address head on, and we know that it might not be the most exciting video, but we just wanted to keep you in the loop, and we look forward to continuing on our journey, and we appreciate you so much for being a part of it. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next Sunday. Adios.